Hi, this is Anadi Madhu. I have come up with another video. This time I am going to give a lecture on a topic which is somehow every time you tend to think, but somehow you neglected that idea and you move on. So the topic is usage of renewable energy or non-renewable energy efficiently. So if you see, for past 30-40 years, my age is in the range of 40s, we are using mostly non-renewable energy in every activities, be it transportation, be it cooking, be it transportation, cooking, what else? Most of the activities we are using non-renewable energy sources only, and these non-renewable energy sources could be your petrol, your coal, your diesel. The refined form of petrol could be XP95, XP100. The refined form of diesel could be extra mile. Then kerosene, which is also a refined form of crude oil. And another further refinement of kerosene could be your ATF, aviation turbine fuel. So you can understand over the years, say 40 years, we are using non-renewable energy sources only in transportation, in electricity production, in cooking, in each and every activities of our household, outside our household, we are using non-renewable energy sources. But have you ever understood the renewable energy sources which are so much efficient and so much easily available to us, we have completely neglected? The immediate renewable energy source could be our sun. Every morning we get up, we see the sun, we do Surya Namaskar, but we forget to utilize the power of sun. And this power of sun could be utilized in the form of solar panels, could be utilized in the form of greenhouse or glass house effect, could be utilized in the form of direct geyser form. So you can understand, we have completely neglected this immediate source of energy which is so much nearer to us, which each and every moment, while walking, while eating, every moment we feel like associated with this energy, but somehow we are neglecting this energy since ages, and we are completely blindly embracing non-renewable energy sources like crude oil, coal, which is creating pollution, which is making our life not healthy enough to survive. Completely, absolutely full of pollution in the environment, but still we are completely using these non-renewable energy sources, especially the coal. So you can understand, we have many non-renewable energy sources. We'll start with coal. We started using coal and using that power, the heat of that coal, in order to transform that heat energy to steam energy, and then we are utilizing the steam to run a particular vehicle. Or so we are utilizing this steam energy to run a particular vehicle, a device, a big device like tanker or ship. Nowadays tankers are run by diesel, HFHSD, or furnace oil. So coal is not being used, but in 1800s, in those days, coal was used. You must have seen the Titanic movie, wherein coal will be used to run a big Titanic ship, and then water will be entering. So you can understand, nowadays mostly in steam engine, or maybe some I recently have seen a video wherein it is showing a tractor will be run by steam with the help of coal. So coal is the absolute full of pollution, fuel. So we are trying to get rid of it. So what is happening is that we are utilizing coal in furnace. We are creating some sort of powder fuel, a powdered coal, and then a fluidized bed of coal, FBC, fluidized bed coal, has been created. With the help of that, we are running a furnace. So usage of coal, which is a completely a non-renewable energy source, is still getting used. But the immediate question arises is the renewable energy source like water, air, then your sunlight, solar energy, and with water you can go for tidal energy, marine energy, or some sort of temperature differential in salinity. That kind of energy can also be harnessed. So all those renewable energy sources could be utilized very easily, because each and every moment in our life, in terms of salinity, if you see, every day we are putting salt in our cooking. But have you ever understood the salt creates the ionization effect through which we can create electricity, and that electricity could be used in other devices. We are forgetting this. So my immediate question arises is renewable energy source, which is so much closer to us, in fact inside our body also, we are not harnessing that energy, but instead we are moving for non-renewable energy sources like coal, which is, those sources are good, but you can understand those sources will create pollution, and which is not healthy for us. Similarly, if you talk about crude oil, and through crude oil we get basic finished product which we get is diesel, petrol, and naphtha or LPG. So these are the 4 products which we get, and kerosene, 5 products, main 5 products we get through crude oil. And for getting these finished 5 products, we have to extract crude oil from sea, from dangerous interior parts of the country, and we are forgetting that the opposite source, which is a renewable energy, which is closer to us, it is like every time it is with us, we are not harnessing that technology, that energy source. So you can understand the basic science has gone in completely 180-degree change in mindset, and the science is basically going after non-renewable energy sources, which is completely insane in nature. Instead, the basic science should go or should approach renewable energy sources. They should harness air, water, and sun. These 3 renewable energy sources, such that our life becomes very easy, because for harnessing these 3 energy sources, we require minimum effort, minimum perspiration, and minimum mind. So my idea is that we should forget about non-renewable energy sources, crude oil, which is a primary energy source, then coal. These are creating a lot of pollution in our environment, making our life not healthy enough to survive, which everybody agrees. And you can understand, for extracting these renewable energy sources, our biggest mind of science are making immense effort to go interior parts of the country, in extreme deep sea level like Bombay High, wherein people fly from airport and go to inside deep sea in order to extract crude oil. So that kind of effort, our biggest minds of our country, of our world, are actually trying to extract that non-renewable energy sources, which is completely insane in nature, absolutely nonsensical in nature. We should, from day one, or probably from today onwards, our biggest mind should go after blindly for renewable energy sources. The immediate could be the solar energy we can harness through solar panels, and nowadays there is a rumor or whatever, I don't know, they are saying that solar panels can extract lunar energy as well, meaning at night also with the help of moon, which is a white light, it can charge the solar panel. So you can understand our life will be so easy when our solar panels will be at the top of our roof or at the balcony shade, or at the top or the roof of the car, such that the solar energy which we extract from sun and convert it to electrical energy, that electrical energy will, in fact, it's a very efficient energy, electrical energy. There is no loss, very minimum loss. With that same electrical energy we can run our car, we can run our house, we can do cooking as well. Also, where there are more movement of air, we can extract our air. There are a lot of portable wind turbines, not like earlier turbines of big size, very high level pole will be there, they will create a big fan. So nowadays I have seen in video wherein they are putting portable, like a dustbin they are putting at the top of their roof, wherein the possibility of movement of air is possible, and that is unidirectional. It does not require a specific direction through which the turbine blade will rotate. So it will create 360-degree possibility of acceptance of air through which the turbine blade will rotate. So that kind of portable dustbin like wind turbine has come. At the same time, if you see the salinity of our food, our body, or sea wherein is there is a, you must have seen, you must have heard or you have studied in chemistry, wherein it will say that through change in gradient of salinity, meaning ionization will, obviously in saline water ionization takes place, and ionization will create, due to oxidation and reduction, there will be change in ion, exchange of ion, and that will create, ionization will create movement of electrons, and electrons will obviously is a source of electricity. So the same gradient change in salinity in sea will create electricity. Gradient change in your body, you must have seen, this is a wristwatch. So you have never understood that our, especially for man, we have many pores, and through which our perspiration actually comes out, and that perspiration has this gradient in salinity. So with this change in salinity, it will create electricity. So our wristwatch can run by this change in gradient of salinity. So small like, and every day we perspire, every morning, every evening we perspire, but we have never thought of utilizing this technology. So these are small renewable energy sources through which we can change our entire life. Our entire lifestyle will be changed. So this technology you have not heard about. So inside a body, what happens is that our body is made up of water. People say out of 10, 7 part is water. So water is not neutral water. It is there will be a, what do you call in chemistry? You must have heard in secondary school, basic and acidic and basic, pH level. Understand? pH level you must have heard. So the pH level actually creates some sort of ionization movement, and probably when you do, I belong to medical level, but I know the doctors, the nurse actually tends to do ECG. ECG is what? ECG is basically a change in salinity of your body with the help of heart. What happens is that your heart is a pumping device, like an engineering device. Heart is a biological pumping device. So what happens is that the heart actually monitors the liquid inside our body, and the liquid is basically a red color liquid which we call it blood, and blood has a gradient in salinity, potassium and sodium. So what happens is that when the liquid moves inside our body, it creates a salinity inside your body, it creates a electric pulse inside your body, and that electric pulse actually tends to flow in a uniform direction. Whenever we get a shock, what happens is that the uniform flow of that electric pulse with the help of salinity change in potassium or sodium, your electric pulse moves in an opposite direction or in a random haphazard direction, and through which we get a uneasy feeling or a electric shock. So we have never thought of, probably this thing is nowadays is getting utilized in abroad, wherein they are saying that with the touch of your body, the entire wristwatch will work. They will take care of your salinity gradient change, and it will harness the minute incremental electrical change, and it will tap that change and store in the battery. So you can understand there are so many possibilities of renewable energy sources which are day in day out is with us, but we have completely neglected. The immediate which we see every day is the sun, so we should harness it. Another is that I have recently heard about is that if you change the movement of air with a particular material, it will create a gradient change of ionization, and that gradient change of ionization will create a change in electron movement and produce electricity. It's a very niche experiment, probably I have seen. So they will put a pole like structure, like a windmill you have seen, big wind turbine you have seen, big pole will be there, the same pole will be there, but they will not put a blades. So that pole will be having a probability of oscillation, possibility of oscillation, and with the movement of oscillation, that pole has a material, that material will discharge ions, and the change in ions gradient, it will generate electricity. So they are utilizing, and they are saying that it is far better than your solar panels or solar energy. So you can understand, we are nowadays completely now it is a time of, or in fact it is the age of electricity. So everything should be run by electricity. In earlier days, in 1800s, wherein we were a step backward, wherein we say engine will be the driving force of a device. So with engine will create electricity, and then that electricity will be controlling the entire activity of the device. But now what is happening is that directly we are generating electricity without taking care of engine. Engine can be run by coal, it can be run by diesel, it can be run by petrol, it can be run by LPG, it can be run by naphtha gas like gas turbine, or it can be run by kerosene. So in 1800s we used to believe in engine, or a step backward device which we call engine, and through that engine we tend to create electricity by running a generator. So but now there is no need of generator, we can directly take the electricity from sun, from wind, or maybe a tidal. We really don't believe in those, because possibilities of uncontrollable tidal energy actually reduce the possibility of using that source. So anyway, so my immediate question arises that our renewable energy is so nearer to us, in fact it is with us each and every moment with us, but we are still going after madly for utilizing non-renewable energy sources, which is creating uncontrollable pollution, creating unhealthy nature in our environment. But the biggest minds nowadays they are going after for renewable energy sources. So the entire lecture is all about which source do you want to get into. Will it be non-renewable energy source, or will it be a renewable energy source? So So immediate question arises: why for past 40 years we were using non-renewable energy source? Have our scientists gone mad? So that kind of question actually arises in our mind. But seriously, I really don't know why our current generation is not embracing the renewable energy source technology. Instead, they are still looking for non-renewable energy sources: petrol, diesel, kerosene, LPG. So that's it. If you feel like giving a comments on these mind-boggling, pathetic, and comical events which are taking place for past 40 years for utilizing non-renewable energy sources, uh, without thinking of, or in fact our government is also not thinking of utilizing renewable energy sources. So the current generation should take a call, and they should embrace and should get rid of all non-energy renewable energy sources. So that's all. If you feel like giving a thumbs up to this video, or want to give a comment on this video, please do so, and please subscribe my channel Ronnie's Identity in YouTube, and stay tuned for more videos and updates. I wish you a nice night. Bye.